Good morning, children. Let's start today's topic, feet and claws. The feet and claws of birds are shaped to suit their perching and food habits. Claws are the long curved nails present on the feet. Claws can be used for climbing, protecting, holding food, swimming, and perching. So let's understand what are claws. You can see in the picture, claws are the long curved nails present on the feet. So they are shaped in such a way that they can be used for perching. Perching means to sit on the branch of a tree or on the edge of anything. Since the food habits of different birds are different, so different birds have different types of claws. That's why we need to understand this and to know about them. Claws can be used for different purposes like climbing on the branch of a tree or on the roof of building or anywhere. Protecting means protecting their eggs, their food, their cheeks. Holding food, different kinds of food can be holded with the help of the claws. Swimming and perching. Now let us know more about them. Birds of prey, eagle, vulture, and hawk have strong and sharp claws. These help them to firmly hold the prey while flying. Do you know? Birds which kill other smaller animals and eat them as food are called birds of prey. Now let us understand the first type of feet and claws. It is present in the birds like eagle, vulture, and hawk. They have very strong and very sharp claws. Strong means it is strong because these birds are carnivorous. They need to take flesh, they have to tear the flesh, they have to pull the flesh. That's why their claws are very strong and it is sharp. You can see it is pointed and curved and sharp so that they can prick it the in the skin of the animals, and they can pull it easily and they can have their food. This kind of structure in eagle and vulture help them to easily catch the prey. Here the spelling of prey is Prey. Prey means shikar, means the animals which are being killed and eaten by other animals. Okay, it is different from prey, Pray, where it means prathna karna. Okay, so while flying, eagle, vulture, and hawk catch the prey, that is smaller animals, for their food. And it is given in do you know also. You can see birds which kill other smaller animals and eat them as food are called birds of prey. Now let's see the next type of feet and claws. Next one is perching birds. Sparrows, pigeons, and crows have long and slender claws with 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. Their toes curl around the branch or a wire and hold it firmly. Do you know? Sparrow and other perching birds can even sleep while perching on wire or branches of trees. Now we need to understand that you can see the perching birds, sparrow, they are sitting on the branch of a tree. They have long and slender claws. Long, बहुत लंबा, and slender means very thin, curved from the end. Okay, so they have long and slender claws which have the arrangement of 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back. and these toes curled means they bend towards the end to hold any branch or wire easily to take rest. While perching means while holding anything and taking rest, they sometimes even sleep on the wires or branches of the tree. Okay, that is given in Do You Know. Now we see swimming birds. Ducks and penguins have webbed feet that help them to swim. The front toes of these birds are joined by skin, giving them a flat appearance. They use their feet to paddle and push the water while swimming. Now, this is having different arrangement. You can see in the picture, duck is having different kind of feet and claws. They also have 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back, but the toes are joined with each other by skin, giving them a flat appearance. Appearance means view. And when we view it, when we see it, it appears to us as flat. That helps duck and penguin to paddle and push the water back so that they can move their body front or forward while swimming. So this is clear to everyone. Let's move to the next one. Wading birds. Crane and jacana have long legs and wide spreading toes. These help them to walk in shallow water or mud. The widely spread out toes prevent their body from sinking in water. Do you know? Cranes and jacana can walk in the mud without getting their body wet. This is called wading. Now we will learn regarding wading birds. You can see in the picture, crane and jacana also have the arrangement like other birds. They have 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back. But their legs are very long and toes are wide spreaded, means they are far apart from each other. There is long distance in between the toes so that they can get grip when they have to walk in shallow water or mud. Shallow water means the water bodies where the level of water is very less, and they need to walk in shallow water or mud in search of food like fishes. So this kind of arrangement help them to walk easily in the shallow water or mud. The widely spread out toes prevent their body from sinking in water. Sinking means to get into the water. So this kind of arrangement like long legs and wide spreading toes help them to prevent their body getting wet in the water. And this is what called as wading. Wading means not becoming wet when in water. Okay, so that is what written in Do You Know. Cranes and jacana can walk in the mud without getting their body wet. Okay. I hope all of you have understood. Let's see the next one. Scratching birds. Some birds like hen have strong feet with 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. Each toe has a sharp claw. To scratch the ground in search of seeds and insects present in the soil. You can see in the picture, hens are also having 1, 2, 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back. The back toe is not on the ground level. It is a little bit at a height from the ground level. And they have claws which are very small but very sharp so that they can scratch the ground. Scratch means kharochna or nochna, to scratch the ground and to have their food in the form of seeds, insects present in the soils. You can see the feet are very strong. The feet are very strong so that they can balance their whole body on one feet when they need to scratch the ground in search of food. Now let's see the next one. Climbing birds. Birds like the woodpecker and parrot have two toes pointing upwards and two downwards. These birds can cling to trees to catch insects and to hold the fruits. So they have different arrangement. You can see two at the upward direction and two at the downward direction. They have two toes pointing upwards and two pointing to downwards. And see their claws. Claws are also curved so that they can easily climb on the trees, so that they can curl their toes to hold fruits easily and nuts easily. This can be seen in case of woodpecker and parrot. Now let's see the next one. We thus find that nature has provided birds with different types of beaks, feet and claws. These are as per the needs and habits of different birds. So you can see in this all picture that different birds have different feeding habits. They take different kind of food. So they have different type of beaks, feet and claws. And this has been provided by nature. Now we see, do you know? Do you know? Dr. Salim Ali, that is 1896 to 1987, a person who studies birds is called an ornithologist. Dr. Salim Ali was a very famous Indian ornithologist. He has done a lot for saving the wildlife. He has written many books on birds. Dr. Ali has been awarded the Padma Vibhushan. Here we need to learn Dr. Salim Ali. You can see the year is given 1896 to 1987. 1896 is the birth year of Dr. Ali and 1987 is the death year of Dr. Ali. If we subtract it, we can find out his age, for how long he lived alive. So if we minus or subtract 1987 from 1987 and 1896, we will find it is 91 years. So he lived for 91 years. A person who studies birds is called an ornithologist. Ornithologists are the persons who study birds, like how they eat, what is their language, whether they can communicate or not, etc. and etc. Dr. Ali was very famous. He was famous because he is known by many countries, by the people of many countries, due to his work. Due to his great work for his whole life, he did a lot for saving the wildlife, and he was an Indian ornithologist. He wrote very many books, and in those books he gave many amazing facts regarding birds, and we have come to know many things regarding birds. Dr. Ali has been awarded Padma Vibhushan. It is a prestigious award given by Indian government. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you very much. God bless you.